And who's in the dust?
It's a Corvette.
Oh, it is a Corvette. It's 33.
Keating.
All of that hard work undone, and Ben Keating dropping to the tail of the field. And was there contact with Celia Martin?
There was indeed. So it wasn't just through the gravel, a spin through the gravel as a result of that contact. Always hard to see that car down the inside, but it was a little bit late, but she should have been seen as well, and there was zero room given. But one of those unfortunate moments in the Tamburello chicane.
And just going through behind.
I think the move was on. It was a little bit late, but the move was on, and I think she forced him into a position where there was enough of her car down the inside that there should have been at least an allowance for that. The traffic was involved, but it's just been hit on the back.
That was the 38.
Wow, there's nothing that Paul could have done with that one. This is a rear view shot. It's going to be pretty clear to see. He just waited mid-corner, probably went a little bit slower than what Bamber was thinking he would, but he had traffic in his way.
Who's in the gravel? And that is
27.
down.
27.
Yes, it is. Ian James, the 27 Aston Martin. He was in 6th position.
That's down at Ravanza 1, isn't it? What's happening? Oh, he's been hit from behind.
And that was
who did that?
Yasser Shaheen was the car behind him in GT3.
It was the BMW.
Yep, the Bend BMW, I'm afraid, came slicing off track.
He was off and onto the curb, and the momentum took him into the side of that Aston Martin. That's quite a big incident there for.
Yeah, nasty. That's nothing he could have done there. Just a complete passenger.
Safety car has been scrambled.
Yep. Oh dear.
But yeah, there was nothing he could do there. Just when we rode on board, you heard the contact. And going in backwards, safest place to do it, really. It's not comfortable, but it's just, he would have known full well as soon as he had the contact behind him, you were just always going to go off at high speed.
On board Shaheen.
Looking left to right, thinks about going on the inside, but it's a tough one to do that because you know the racing line is going to eventually end up on the outside before the corner anyway.
It was the overtake from the Penske car. I think he thought there was the door open for him. There just wasn't room to do it.
He got his nose onto the inside and then realised what was happening and couldn't get back out of the hole. There's Ian James, and that was when that wall is coming up fast in the driver's side window. Yeah, that's a big hit.
Minute and 18 seconds this time on pit lane. I think that is a full pit. But trouble for the 20.
He's been hit, or he's been off and hit something. Around him comes the number 6 Porsche with the white nose. That's Lawrence Vantor. This is for 5th place. Brendan Hartley has gone ahead of Lawrence Vantor and René Rast, but where's number 7? Mike Conway is behind them.
And there's trouble as well because there's a big piece of debris now on the start-finish line.
Contact with the Toyota. That's Variante Alta.
He'd caught them very quickly. Double, triple contact, in fact.
So that must have, in traffic, he's caught the Toyota, hasn't he? And then just really muscled his way by. Remember, this is the car that was reported to having damaged rear bodywork anyway. I wonder if it was fragile, and then that's just finished it off. But
damage on the other side, wasn't it? But that's...
The Toyota he hit was number 7. Number 8 had already gone by him.
No, he was behind the 78.
He was behind him, that's right, he was.
Yeah,
he was trying to go by Conway, so why was Conway so close?
We're going to go full course yellow, and that's going to happen in about 30 seconds' time. That's one of the reasons why.
Well, they caught the traffic, didn't they? We heard it on the radio, the traffic was coming up, so we missed it. This is obviously the aftermath of bits falling off of the car, but the reason that gave René Rast that chance to be up with the Toyotas in the first place, because they haven't got the same speed today here, it was because of the traffic. I'm convinced by it. So he's had a bit of an opportunity there and then just muscled his way by into the top chicane as the full course yellow's out. Conway peels off.
Yeah, the Toyota pushed me in turn 40, man.
Yeah, so there was a big old scrap going on there. I want to see more footage of how it started.
He didn't pit, the 7 did.
That's what I say. So, yeah, this is only the after. I want to see, like, look, there are GT cars everywhere. So something's happened on the run out of Acqua Minerale up towards Variante Alta. Yeah,
well, if
contact
that's what
both ways.
If he's saying that's the contact, that was
no,
later.
it was the first. It was the first bit. It was so the right hand. Yeah, Conway's gone down the inside. Then that's the first contact, and then it's the second bit of contact. So yeah, Conway's gone for a move down the inside. Or was it Rast trying to go round the outside?
I think it was Rast trying to get through on Conway. So something is, what I think René is saying is that something happened on the run into that corner, but I don't see that.
No, Rast was saying basically he was hit as he tried to turn him around the outside of the right hand.
Yeah.
He's like, he's hit me. I've turned. There was a car's width on the inside. He's hit me, but I need to see another angle of it.
He'd been fully off the track.
The inside of the corner, but yeah, you do sense that Giovinazzi, he's not desperate to overtake, but given the chance, he'll definitely go for it.
Side by side here, and that was more than side by side, 31 and the 10, and that's the 31 having made him. Oh no! Oh, that was so close. That was so close. So
round the outside, there was room for it there, but then it's just unsighted. It's just. Oh, it's always so difficult to try and go around the outside of it.
There might have been quite significant damage here for this number 10. There's already damaged the rear of the car, and there's more damage there.
Yeah, you need in that kind of manoeuvre, like a karting style move, you need full compliance of the driver and awareness of the driver you've just sent down the inside of.
It's that moment.
It's the unsafe rejoin in a way, isn't it? I think we have most of the issue with.
That might well come back and bite in more ways than one.
Like you say, he's on much older tyres, and so he's gone for the track position.
Yep.
But Rossi's got a good run here on the exit of Acqua Minerale, and the drag race up the hill to the top chicane. It's going to be hard to go around the outside there. René Rast will tell you all about that. But yeah, he thinks better of it, and trying to work out where his best chance is to try and outbrake the Ferrari. We haven't seen the straight line speed difference between the two of these cars. Man covers the inside into Ravanza 1. Oh, and Rossi sends it on the inside. There's contact.
And he's in the barrier. He's in the barrier. Oh dear, oh dear. That could be drama. Well, it's drama for at least one of them, and possibly both.
Seriously unhappy faces, as you'd imagine, from down at the Ferrari pit garage as well. In the pits there, there's just hands in their heads. But look, so he's seen a gap, goes for it, and man has just carried on turning in on the racing line. I think it was a little bit late. It was a little bit late from Rossi, I think, that through.
Hits the car behind the door.
Let's have a look from the car from behind. There was a gap, then there wasn't a gap, and not quite enough of his car was alongside. I'm going to have to give that one over to the stewards. They're being busy today.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I think that is the face that matters. They know, I think, the way that's likely to be called, and worse still for Simon Mann, cannot get the car back on track.
We underfueled 2 times now to try to split the last 2 stints that we have to do. So we are, of course, Colin. Wow. Sorry, that's good for us because we are fighting against them. So actually, if they continue like that. But yeah, no, it's a crazy race as usual in WEC, a lot of fighting. We are in the fight, so let's see what's going to happen. If they continue also to fight, it's going to help us, so we cross fingers.
Okay, thank you, Jules.
Yeah, puncture for the 50 Ferrari. Oh, my goodness. Well, clearly Antonio Fuoco had enough of that after the last lap and went, no, I'm not putting up with that again. But he's paid the penalty, I'm afraid, for insisting that Sebastian Buemi let him through, and it's a left rear puncture. It looked like a left front maybe, but it's a left rear that's gone down. Anthony.
Yeah, so he's come round the outside, and this time he's thought, no, you don't squeeze me to the outside of the track. So he's made initial contact. Buemi's just, yeah, that initial contact really upset the inside car, and both cars run way over the gravel. So it was always going to end up coming to blows, I feel, because Fuoco knew he's going to have to do it on track. Sat behind the Toyota so long and felt in a way, yes, I agree that he was squeezed the lap before. Buemi did, you know, kindly run him out of road. Buemi had the track position there and the car slightly ahead, and he utilised that to all his worth in pushing him. We see it so many times in that corner.